Hello everyone. In today's video, we are going to learn about for loops in C programming. We'll explore how to use for loops with different ranges and step values to control how many times our code repeats. Let's get started. A for loop is perfect when you know exactly how many times you want to repeat something. Think of it like saying do this 10 times or count from 1 to 100. Today we'll cover 4 key concepts. Basic of for loop structure, using start and end values, adding custom step sizes, and counting backwards with negative steps.
Let's start with a basic structure for a for loop. A for loop has 3 parts. First, initialization, where we set our starting value. Second, condition, which tells us when to stop. And third, update, how we change our value after each loop. The syntax looks like for initialization semicolon, condition semicolon, update. All the 3 parts work together to control the loop. The most common use for a for loop is to count from one number to another. Let's say we want to print numbers from 1 to 5. We start our loop variable at 1, check if it's less than or equal to 5, and increase it by 1 each time. This gives complete control over our counting range. But what if we don't want to count by ones? What if we want to count by 2s or 5s or 10s? That's where the step comes in. Instead of increasing by 1, we can increase by any number we want. For example, to print only even numbers, we'd increase by 2 each time. This lets us skip values and create custom counting patterns. Finally, we can also count backwards by using a negative step. We start at a higher number and decrease with each loop. This is useful when you need to process things in reverse order, like a countdown timer. Just remember, when counting backwards, we use greater than or equal to in our condition, not less than or equal to. Now let's see all 4 concepts in action with a simple program. We start by including our standard input-output library and our main function. Our first for loop demonstrates basic counting from 1 to 5. So we initialize I to 1 and continue while I is less than or equal to 5 and increase it by 1 after each loop. And then we print each number followed by a space. Now here in the second loop, it shows a custom range from 10 to 15. Notice we start at 10 instead of 1. The loop structure is same, but our starting point is different. So here is where it gets interesting. This loop counts from 0 to 20 but increases by 5 each time using I plus is equal to 5. So we get 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, skipping all the numbers in between. Now this is our final loop. We have printing, counting backwards from 10 to 1 with step. So for each loop we have a printf that says what we are exactly going to do. You can see for each loop before we start we have that printf. Now for this loop specifically we start at 10 and then go down to 1, decreasing by 2 each time with I is minus is equal to 2. Notice we use greater than or equal to instead of less than or equal to because we are going down, not up. This gives us 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. So we return 0 and end the program successfully. Now we run this program and we wait for the output. Now as you can see, for the first count loop we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Counting from 10 to 15 we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and counting with steps we have 0 to 20 step, and counting backwards from 10 to 1 we have what we wanted. Now let's recap what we learned today. A for loop has 3 parts: initialization, condition, and update. We can use for loops to count through any range of numbers by setting a start and end point. We can count by custom step sizes, both positive and negative. We can even count backwards by using a negative step and changing our condition. For loops gives us precise control over repetition, making them perfect when we know exactly how many times we want our code to run.
Now it's your turn to practice. Head over to CodeChef and try writing your own for loops. Experiment with different ranges, different step sizes, and try counting backwards. The more you practice, the more comfortable you'll become with for loops. That's all for today's video on for loops with ranges. Keep practicing, keep coding, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy coding!